Yo, what's up? It's the J. Roos Theory. I hear the name of the fight for Conor Benn versus Chris Eubank Jr. is called something like Fatal Fury or something. I'm like, do you really want to call a boxing match fatal? Should have been called Family Business. I think the first time they were going to fight, it was called Born Rivals, but now it's Family Business. So, I'm just thinking about the egg thing and everything. I'm thinking about Eddie Hearn seeming like he wanted to go at Ben Shalom no matter what. Shout out to Kurt from Counterpunch Boxing News. He was saying like you could tell Eddie Hearn just wanted a piece of Ben Shalom, which is accurate. It's like he's looking for any reason. And Ben Shalom did an interview. I forget the platform, but he said that Eddie Hearn thinks he's a fighter. And he also was talking about Eddie Hearn, like, why did he say on site, like, he's like, we're not no gangsters. I even read in the comments, someone said they cringe when they think of Eddie Hearn. They consider him a schoolboy, and he's saying something like on site. People act like because you go to a private school, you can't be a G. Didn't Tupac go to, a school for performing arts? Can't say Tupac wasn't a G, meaning tough, not gangster. G for genuine. But, people have their own opinions. But something Ben Shalom said that was very strange. He said the incident that happened with the egg wasn't as bad as David Haye versus Derek Chisora. I'm like, really? He and Eddie Hearn are saying some strange things, like Eddie Hearn talking about Chris Eubank Jr. isn't witty and like that was planned. Like, Chris Eubank Jr. is very witty. He's very funny. He's very clever. And he doesn't have to be, coarse with his humor. He might have been, but I don't really remember it. So it didn't stand out if he was coarse, So Chris Eubank Jr. is very witty. But I was looking at each fighter's record, and Chris Eubank is like 34 wins with 23 knockouts. Conor Benn is 24 wins with 13 knockouts, something like that. But the thing I've been saying, the first time they were supposed to fight, I picked Conor Benn because he just looked ferocious with the knockouts. But ever since he got, in that little scandal about the PEDs, he's just not knocking anybody out. And, that's strange to me. That's strange that he can't seem to knock anybody out now that that's been cleared. I think he still says he's innocent, and, that's cool and all, but why aren't you knocking anybody out? And Chris Eubank Jr. is a naturally bigger guy. He's got an unorthodox style, not meaning lefty. At least I don't think he's a lefty, but he's kind of tricky and hard to beat, and I don't think being the smaller guy, Chris Eubank Jr. is going to be able to deal with that style. I'll get into more of the styles and breakdowns the closer we get to the fight, which is in April. But right now, I just want to talk about how they look so far. And I think Chris Eubank Jr. is just way bigger than him, man. He's way bigger. And, they keep saying he slapped him with an egg, but when I looked at it in slow motion, I didn't see any yolk or I didn't see any cracked shell. But, I saw him walk out throwing up an egg. But egg weight form, the showbiz used to say, referring to Deontay, the Bronze Bomber Wilder. But that's all I got on that. But these two need to be kept away from each other. It's like Eddie Hearn said, if Conor Benn sees Chris Eubank Jr. is on site, and it may be on site if Chris Eubank Jr. sees Conor Benn, it might be on site for him because I think the egg thing was a retaliation for a push. I don't really remember the push. But, when a manly man gets pushed, he's already plotting, like, wait till I see this dude again. That's just how it is. Anyway, it's the J. Roos Theory. If you want to follow me on Instagram, it's the J. Roos Theory over there, too. And if you want to donate to the J. Roos Theory, the Cash App is $J Roos33. LSR forever. And be fearless. Yay.